So these are the signals I went with. I know there are many options, although I saw these from BA Rail System, his YouTube channel. He purchased a bunch of these different style signals, but these kits from Showcase Miniatures, and I was pretty impressed with them. And for the price, it's definitely worth it since I'm only doing a couple signals. So I went with this Type G signal, which is something I saw a lot up in New Jersey. So since the layout's based in New Jersey, I figured I'd throw this on the layout, and very, very impressed with this kit here. It's pretty easy to build. Here's the instructions here. Kind of just basic working with etch metal and a little bit of drilling and so on, but it really wasn't that bad, and it came out really nice. So I went with they offer an LED that fits in here perfectly through the back, and the back glues on, and it works perfectly. I'll show you guys in a little bit. So this signal will be out in the main layout, just protecting the track between the two rooms. Will be an approach or amber signal when the block is not occupied, showing kind of move through at approach speed, and you still have to come into this room and check what's going on beyond the block of the hidden track. And if there's something occupying the block, it will show red. So to protect from this side of the room, from the yard, I've got one of their little dwarf signals here. Again, pretty easy kit to build. Just glued a few pieces on. They give you a couple options for the shade, and has a nice lens, and it gives a really nice, very realistic light pattern when it's lit. So I'll show you guys that as well. I went with their 3-diode LED or 3-color LED on this one as well. And this will show amber just like the other one, and then red when the block is occupied. So here's the signal installed on the layout. It's not glued in place yet. Again, it's that magnetic base that I'll glue in, so the signal can be removed for scenery and anything like that. But it's working. As you see, it's showing amber indication right now, showing restricted or approach through the wall, and be prepared to stop on the other side because there's no block detection after the closet into the yard. So just a standard ABS style signaling system. As you can see, when we show indication on the block or in the block, it goes to red, and then when the block is clear, it goes back to amber, and that's on both sides. And here's a look at the dwarf signal. Again, the same. We cut the rail right here, just one rail, and it goes to red when the block is occupied. All right, when it comes to the brains of this little system here, I give all credit to my friend Don Iris, because he's the one who came up with it. I told him I was trying to figure out a signal system, something simple for again, just an ABS style, without using a computer or anything like that. So this is what we come up with, what he came up with. We've got the BD20 that's hooked into this one track, or one side of the rail, that gives the detection there that's for anything in the block, which is hooked up to a double pole, double throw relay, and it's right there. Basically, all it does is it switches, depending on the occupancy, it either goes to an amber or red. And again, we have the LEDs, the leads right here, and that goes over to the relay. So it works pretty well. Can't complain. It's exactly what I wanted, and it's just a simple way to have an ABS style signal system without anything else with JMRI or anything like that. So here's a better view at the back side of the relay. and the terminals that we used. These three on the side, you've got the two different LED, the negative side of the LED, and then over here you've got a negative coming off of the BD20. That's basically what's being switched, and we've got it being powered here again off of the BD20. You can see which terminals we use there. We're powering that off of just a small 12 volt transformer, and the LEDs are protected with a 1K resistor for the common. I'm gonna leave a parts list in the description of everything that we used. And again, if there's any questions, if you're really serious about trying to replicate this, let me know, and maybe we'll convince Don to do a little video to step by step how to do it on his channel, or we can maybe do it here, or I could get a little bit more descript instructions on how to do it. So just let me know if you really are interested in it. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Just a little update on the signals. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll try to get them answered, or maybe Don will chime in and help anybody out that has questions on the relay or the BD20. Again, it's a pretty simple system. It didn't take us very long. It's more of a pain just to solder all the little tiny wires and everything. But the only thing that we do see is that occasionally we'll get a little bit of the relay kind of jumping back and forth a little bit if you kind of roll slow through the block. Kind of the lights flicker a little bit, but it's not a big deal for what it is. Again, it's just something very simple. Maybe down the road, if things get a little bit more complex with the layout, I may decide to switch it over to using something a little bit more involved, using JMRI or something. I'm not really too sure yet, but for now this works perfect, and it'll serve its purpose here on the layout. So, all right guys, see you next time. Thanks for watching.